All right. Been a hot minute. Now, I did want to get back into streaming a bit earlier, but I may have accidentally caught COVID. What's up, Raku? How's it going? Am I back? Not quite. I've got a couple things I need to work on, and the I guess traditional VTuber activities and stuff, those are still on hold. But I was thinking, what if I just streamed like an hour a day? You know, just to talk, just to hang out. Because I do miss streaming, all that good stuff. So again, all the activities and stuff on hold, but I'm gonna try to find an hour each day and just, you know, just stream. Could play games every now and then. It is Halloween. I don't want to play Outlast again, because I think I played Outlast during Halloween last time too. I can't remember. Also, if you hear my mic cutting in and out, that's because I'm having a coughing fit and I'm dying, because I'm still recovering from COVID. But what's up, Penguin? How's it going? Does feel good to talk again. I wasn't able to talk for the longest time. Pretty much like the initial week I had COVID. It kind of destroyed my voice, and I couldn't talk for like 10 seconds without coughing. But getting over it. Still have a bit of symptoms, so don't get too close. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Again, it has been a hot minute. During excuse me, during the this time, I've actually used Twitter more than I would like to admit. And oh my god, the VTuber Twitter space, my god, it's surprising that we haven't destroyed ourselves. Yes, I am recovering. I'm recovering quite well. Basically the only symptoms I had was like a fever for like 1 day, and then just a persistent cough that is still affecting me now, which is, as you could probably tell, I'm almost over it already. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Like, it was basically just business as normal, and what's it called? Like, I didn't really feel anything except for the initial fever, and then, you know, the coughing that I have right now. You think you'd rather catch COVID than look at the VTuber Twitter space? Okay, I have a lot of shit to say about VTubers, and I was able to observe over the past couple months or so. Also, yeah, Penguin, hope everything's going good with work and college. But yeah, I have a lot of shit to say about about VTubers. Again, it's a miracle we haven't destroyed ourselves. VTubers are either canceling each other or there's a scandal. I get it. I mean, it happens in all communities. It's just that I guess the VTuber community is now going through that. Ara. What's up, Edward? How's it going? You know, instead of the whole ara ara, I've been trying to get a new sort of catchphrase sort of deal. I think I found it. I'll probably say it sometime when more people come in or something. But it does have to do with my I can't say it. Patented my. Quick question, Lemon. What are my thoughts on Reaper and you taking over the kingdom in my absence? Well, I haven't seen the kingdom yet, since I'm technically not back all the way. As long as it's not on fire, then we're fine. Okay, I trust you all to take good care of it. You know, I am surprised that you guys are still keeping the Discord somewhat alive. I was kind of expecting, like, most everyone to just kind of, not necessarily up and leave, but just, like, you know, kind of filter out. Which is fine, I know. It's, you know, if I'm not active, then the Discord kind of no point in it. But I do like seeing you guys just hanging out. Lets me know that you guys are all still there, still alive. It's fine, just a bit of fire, don't worry. The kingdom can handle a bit of fire. If it couldn't, then what kind of kingdom would it be? Am I going to be streaming here instead of Twitch? Yes, I am swapping all the way back to YouTube because I don't know, I kind of like YouTube a bit more. I mean, yeah, it is kind of lonely since you know, you don't have like rating and stuff and all that. What's it called? Creator connections. But I do like YouTube. It kind of makes me feel like most of the things that I do are like on my own. Like I kind of made it happen, you know. While on Twitch, I mean, it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with Twitch. Nothing against Twitch and stuff. But Twitch is it's like a community effort and all that, which I did enjoy. It was fun. But I do like the work and stuff that I do kind of being on my own. Yeah. This stream is basically just for me to like catch up on everything. Kinda small announcement that I'm kinda coming back. If YouTube had a decent chat, community options, and the ability to monetize, use Twitch back. Yeah, it is kind of hard to monetize in the early stages. And, you know, you really have to work with the algorithm in order to get to monetization and stuff. But like, I think YouTube has a bit more ease of access and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain, but Twitch, I guess what I'm talking about is the discoverability. Like the time I had here in YouTube, I was able to get discovered more often and easily than on Twitch. You know, on YouTube, it's like all about the algorithm and stuff. But then if you go on Twitch, you can't really play the game, so to speak. And it's kind of hard to figure out what the game is on Twitch. You know, unless you have like the connections and stuff, then you can, you know, have people raid you and stuff. You can have people host your channel. And I do like that about Twitch, the whole community sort of deal. But Twitch is also wildly inconsistent with their policy enforcement, and they've been making some dumb decision. Yes, I've been hearing all about Twitch's stuff. Yeah, Twitch is they've been doing some weird things lately that I just don't understand. Twitch is also notorious for showing favoritism. Yes, that too. there's a lot of favoritism going on Twitch, and I mean, I'm not above Twitch or anything. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna take the moral high ground. I'm just gonna take the moral high ground and be like, I'm not gonna say anything about Twitch because I am too nice. If they want to give me a deal in the future, then I'll take that deal. Yeah, so a lot of what I've been doing is just like looking at Twitter and stuff, which is unhealthy. But basically just on my free time, whatever free time I do get, that I'm you know, whenever I'm not doing any projects or anything. And I mean, there are some good things that have been popping up. I I enjoy the memes and stuff that I see now. I haven't been liking anything. I do kind of wish I was liking more stuff, but then I'm supposed to be not active. So I'm kind of hiding from everything. Can't make sense if I don't fit the green. I should just become super jacked and then do shirtless streams. Oh, speaking of which, somebody bought me the pink sweater on Throne wishlist, and I forgot to change the size from a small to a medium. So I actually have a bit too much muscle. Not to brag or anything. I have a bit too much muscle, and I'm about like 10 pounds bulked up. So I need to kind of skinny down a bit in order to fit the sweater. I do fit in the sweater, but it is a slightly tight fit. My bulging biceps are about to rip the sleeves. I might as well just rip the sleeves off the sweater and wear it like that. Have I been practicing my beatboxing? Kind of. I've been trying to get into more acapella style. So, you know, kind of like consistent sounds that sound good and sound kind of like more instrument type. So I haven't been focusing on the beatboxing aspect as much. You know, like battle style beats and all that, but yeah, just more acapella style beatboxing. Do I like your rants on Twitter and Discord? I haven't gotten some time to read all of them. I have skimmed over a bunch of them, and they do have some good points. Like I saw your Mortal Kombat, right? Yeah, Mortal Kombat one. It's got good points. Yeah, a lot of your rants and stuff have really good points that I do agree on. Know that feeling? Your work has caused you to bulk up a bit. Now your small size shirts barely fit you, especially around your arms. I'm gonna make this world get swole one by one. We are now Fitness VTuber channel. But yeah, that sweater is kinda small. I can wear it, and I'll probably post a picture of it later. Cause I have the whole outfit now. I have my, or not this outfit that I'm wearing right now. I have the pink sweater, the kind of reddish pants, and white shoes. But yeah, I have the whole outfit. So if you see someone in a pink sweater, red pants, and white shoes on Halloween, that is not me. Trust me. But yeah, I'll cut my weight a bit, get leaner instead of bulkier. Yes, we are swole gang. Also, I am thinking about doing a DDR stream soon, cause I do want to play that. Thank you, physical labor, and being one of the only people that actually does physical work. Physical labor people, they need to be appreciated, like way more than what we already do. Oh right, I was gonna look up the VTuber BFE or GFE that I've been seeing around. The new trend lately. You know, we can do some voice acting right now, so I'll grab a picture of one of them and see if we can voice act some of them. Although, again, if my mic cuts out, that means I'm dying and having a coughing fit. Alright, let's go on to Twitter. Search up VTuber BFE. Okay, and first one up is from Saxy. VTuber thighs, that's right. Okay, I'm reading it over, and I see what they're doing here. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen. All right. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh my god. What does BFE stand for? That stands for boyfriend experience, or GFE, which stands for girlfriend experience. And you know what I really want? Why don't they have BFE, best friend experience, huh? It's always boyfriend this, girlfriend that. Why not best friend? We're gonna write one. We're gonna write one this stream and put it out there. How do I get this thing on the screen? What the hell? Streamlabs has changed too much for me. I have no idea what to do now. Okay. Studio mode. What is studio mode? Okay, that one. I'm relearning a bunch of stuff right now because I haven't looked at the actual UI for Streamlabs since the last time I streamed. Let's see. No, that's not it. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of it. Browse. Where are you, screenshots? Why are you avoiding me right now? Okay. And then crop. My god, I have no idea how to do this. Let's see. Oops, too much. You've seen a couple best friend experience? Actually, you've seen one. Just one. Okay, that, and then... how do I crop it to the way I like? There we go, that's the best we're gonna get. Let's see if this will show up properly. So this is from Saxy. You guys might know them as VTuber thighs from their old account name. All right. Also, let me put on better, maybe a better BGM. Something a bit. I have so many BGMs that I don't know what they are because all the names are in Japanese. I do recognize some of them. Let's see. What about this one? That sounds okay. You know what, we'll go with that. Okay. Let me read it out. Okay, looking it up on Twitter, you've seen those script things that people keep posting. Yes, it's those things. So let me see if I can get my a slightly voice acting script or script voice acting on. Oops. We're gonna lower the BGM just a bit, just for ambiance. What the hell are you reading? You are reading cringe. Careless Whisper? Let's see. I don't think I have a Careless Whisper free BGM song. Okay, let's read it. One second, let me cough out a let me hakaloogie real quick. Alright. Anone, I've been wanting to tell you this for a while, but I was too kawaii demo when I see you. My kokoro goes very doki doki, and when what? And when see you talking to someone else, it makes me wanna go rawr. But it's okay, because your smile is what's important to me, and even if you now know, I hope this doesn't change anything. The mix of the Japanese, the butchered Japanese and English together makes you want to jump out a window. That's exactly what we're looking for here. Script 2, okay, I just read over script number 1. I didn't see script number 2 at all yet, so let's go. Hey, I just wanted to ask, ooh woo, sniff sniff sniffle. I just wanted to ask if you'd be my kawaii girlfriend. Gasps. Gasp, gasp. Can't believe I actually did it. Would you be my girlfriend? No? No? Toki... What? Are they writing in Korean? Unless that's supposed to be Japanese and it's supposed to be Teoki. I don't think that's it, but... Toki toki toki. You broke my kokoro. Oh, I love saying kokoro in English. You broke my kokoro. I shouldn't have never trusted you. Everyone's all the same. They all break my heart. Toki toki kokoro broken. Oomph. Baka. Oof. Baka baka. Ooh woo ooh woo. Runs anime gross out. I couldn't even finish that. Okay, let's see what other ones. I know there's a bunch of serious ones. And that one was just the just like a parody of everything, but thanks, I hate it. Hey, what's up, Reaper? How's it going? I see you posting memes in the chat channel. And the mods haven't been doing anything about it. That's fine. I probably couldn't care less. Okay, what other BFEs and I keep trying to look for them, but they're all filled with people actually posting their voices of the scripts. So I can't find an actual script. Let's see. I think this is the one that kind of started it all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This one has 12,000 likes. This was the one that started it all. All right. Let me. What if I save the photo again? Oh, it pops up as JPEG now. Okay. So we'll get rid of this real quick. Actually, I can just... Some mods are very strict of memes in general. They will literally time you out. Where did the picture go? The picture's not there. Unless I saved it somewhere else. My god, why can I do this? I can't stream anymore. I'm not good at streaming. Can I save it as a PNG? No, I can't. Alright, we're gonna have to screenshot this one too. Oops. I'm not a good streamer anymore. Okay, how is this cropped? You know what? It actually looks cropped already. There we go. People posting those voice clips is a VA version of posting yourself doing drugs on Facebook. Good luck getting a job once people find that. Well, as a aspiring VA voiceover artist who is supposed to be practicing for voiceover stuff, I probably just have to put my voice out there as much as I need or as much as I want. And then maybe I'll get a call or something. I know there's a couple projects going on with VTubers and stuff, and like voiceover work and all that. All right, so this is the original one. What kind of voice should I put this one on? A lower. What's it called? A lower manly voice. Hey babe, it's me. I can't say babe. I realize that about myself, that I can't say babe. Mainly because I've been single my whole life, and I've actually never said I've actually never said babe in a boyfriend context. Do a British voice. I don't know how to do accents. Like, I can't even do a good Asian accent. Should I do this as a Asian accent? And just in case you guys are all uncomfortable, I am Asian, so I can do that. I can do that stuff. I can say Asian racial slurs. And you can't cancel me for it. Yes, I can't do British. I can't do British. I think if I start doing British, it'll slowly go into like Australian, like a terrible Australian accent. Can I do a Shota voice? I don't think I have the range for that. Like if I put my voice up higher, it just goes into the kind of excited tone that I have. You know, like when I'm just relaxing and stuff. Usually when I'm playing Smash, you guys have heard of it. Let's see. It's a bit higher. It's a bit higher. How about this? Nope, that's not high enough. I think when I try to put my voice higher, it doesn't go into the kid sound. It just goes into like a person doing a higher voice. Do Meatwad's voice. I have absolutely no idea how to put my mouth in such a way to do Meatwad's voice. Okay, I'm stalling too much. Here we go. Okay. Hey babe, it's me. I'm just calling to check in on you. It's been a long day, and I just wanted to hear your voice. I knew you wouldn't be awake, but I just wanted to try just in case. And even just listening to your voicemail message helps. It's so cute, you sound so warm. I can't finish this. I can't finish this. Alright, we're gonna try. I miss you. I wish I didn't have to travel so much for work, so I could be at home with you. I walked around the city today and couldn't help but think how much more fun it would be if you were there with me. Everything in my life seems just a little bit brighter. I can't speak. Just a little bit brighter when you're around. Maybe someday we'll go here together, not for business or anything, just to sightsee and eat and drink and spend time together, just you and I. Honestly, there's nobody I'd rather spend my time with. I can't wait for this work stuff to be over so I can come back to you and see your beautiful smile in person again. Call me when you wake up. Even if it's late for me, I don't mind. I just miss your voice. Love you. Talk to you soon. I could barely finish that. Not the script's fault. It's just my I can't like recognize my own voice saying that kind of stuff. Which I do need to get over if I want to be a voiceover artist and stuff. Yes, I do know Meatwad. I haven't seen like a full episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but like I think the only times I've ever seen it was when I'd be on vacation with my family, and we'd be at the hotel and we're about to fall asleep because we get to the hotel kind of late, and then Adult Swim is on, and you know Aqua Teen Hunger Force usually on the Adult Swim part, and then I'd like fall asleep halfway through the episode, and then I'd wake up to some cartoons, which is nice. So I fell asleep to Aqua Teen Hunger Force, woke up to, maybe Naruto or something. You actually had a friend who could do a full impression of him. That's impressive. Because I think I do know that it's the way they like shape their mouth and stuff when it comes to like Meatwad. Nobody in the history of humanity has talked to someone that way. Raku, maybe it might just be us. Excuse me. Yeah, it might just be us, the single boys. Unless you guys are not single, then what the hell are you doing here in a single boy stream? But yeah, I can't relate. Can't relate to these scripts. It's crazy how Cartoon Network and Adult Swim are on the same channel. I always thought that was pretty cool. But then once Adult Swim came around, I was like, well, it's time to go to sleep. But then I always stayed up. Cause that's where they played the other good stuff. I know there's a lot of good stuff on Adult Swim back then. And then like Naruto was like in the middle, in between Adult Swim and stuff. And what Cartoon Network? Yeah, Cartoon Network. Alright, what's another good one? Let's see. Yeah, I don't... Oh, here's a good one. Okay. I saw the first line and I was like, okay, this is some real stuff going on now. Let's look at this one. Let's see. You the bad furry copy pasta one? There's a bunch of those, okay? So you're gonna have to specify which one. Okay, let's see if this one already cropped up. Okay. This one's gonna need to be perfect. It's gonna need to be perfection when performing this. Hey whore, it's me. I don't know how to use voicemails because that's boomer shit, but here we go. I just wanted to check in on you, make sure you ate, because you forget to do that pretty much every day. Still love you, even though you're the dumbest person on this planet. Anyway, pick up the phone next time or you're losing Netflix privileges. I know you love watching turbo reality TV, so don't mess this up. Anyway, talk to you later, dumbass. Don't fall in the toilet this time or trip up the stairs. There we go. That's the real one. That's the real script right there. Senzawa posted on Twitter for the first time in years this week. Why do I recognize that? Oh, okay, I see. It's a miracle. She remembered her password. I'm pretty sure that's not an original joke. That's always a joke whenever someone comes back after like 5 years of not saying anything. Yeah, I haven't really explored the other parts of Twitter. I've just been on the whole VTuber side, just to, because I need to know what material I'm gonna be working with and what material I can work with. Yeah, so I haven't actually seen Sanzawa post. What did she post? Oh, just a uh-oh. Not enough Jersey accent. I can't, like I said, I can't do any accents. I can't even do an Asian accent. I don't know if I even have an accent. I'm pretty sure most of my talking is kind of neutral. Which I do like that. That I don't have a very discernible accent. You got a recommendation because you're shameless? One of your rants or an Akatune Hunger Force script? Well, your rant? I can easily look that up. I don't know if I'll be able to put it on screen since it's a different crop. I might have to figure something out. Let's see. Let me open up Discord. Let me go into this Discord server that I made and see if anyone wants to just join in on me talking. I'm surprised that Discord server even has messages from like a couple days ago. Well, I think it's been like one message per 2 months, but still. I'm surprised that that server's still got people. No one's joined in, or no, not joined in, but no one's left. That's surprising. Alright, we'll go into just a big room. I hope my microphone works and everything. It is not working. My microphone is not working on Discord. Let's see. Devices? Nope, devices doesn't work. I can't change anything. Okay, I'm getting out of the Discord then. Alright, back to... Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Okay, one of your rants. Alright, I'll do your Mortal Kombat one since I can see it right here. Let me do that. Screenshot it. And then we're gonna need to change the stuff. I don't have a strong accent. Middle of the country or West Coast to your ears? West Coast. I actually don't know how West Coast sounds like. I know there's a Valley Girl accent, and that's like hard West Coast. That's like the most West Coast you can get. Okay, let me crop this correctly. And then what is on the top of that screenshot? I have absolutely okay, I see it. Hopefully nothing incriminating is on there. Not that there would be anything incriminating. Okay, there we go. Alright, Penguin. This is your rant with my voiceover. 1 second, let me have a coughing fit real quick. I'm dying. Alright. Just beat Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and it was a fun time. The graphics looked nice, the sound design and especially the music were really good. The gameplay was fun, it has multiple modes, Conquest, Crypt, Combat, and Motor Combat, each giving lots of variety. The standard fighting modes were fun, lots of characters and stages with different gameplay styles and layouts. My favorite characters are Striker, Kenshi, and Nitara. Favorite stages are Kanzarina and Tecunium Warship. The controls felt good. They do take some getting used to. Conquest is the main story mode, and it's fun, like being able to explore the worlds in the game and seeing how everyone reacts to the situations happening. The crypt was also cool. It contains a lot of collectibles ranging from costumes to concept arts and promotional materials, which was really cool to see. My grips with the game are that the lighting in some areas is horrible, very dark and hard to see in, especially if the area is hiding collectibles. Conquest mode is repetitive at times. Some areas are just filled with nothing but insta-death traps, and some of the beat-em-up sections, you just spam the attack button. The fatalities are awful. I understand the reason why they're like the way they are, but it could have been better executed. Lastly, Mortal Kombat is not that good. It has charm, and the course design isn't bad, but the controls are awful, very stiff, and turning feels heavy, along with no drift. That's the biggest sin. There's no drift. And the game doesn't even tell you them. Use R2 to move. And some character items are unbalanced, making certain characters way better than others. Overall, I like my experience with MK Armageddon. It was a fun time seeing what the 3D MKs were like and actually being able to experience them. Even I do have some grips with them. That didn't stop my enjoyment. If you want an MK game with a huge roster that stars old and new characters, I'd recommend it. Yes, no drifting. It's a no drift zone. You know, after playing some After playing some racing games and stuff, I come to realize that drifting is not good. I do like drifting. I enjoy drifting. It's stylish and all that. But like I got really used to grip racing. So, you know, that's just like traditional racing on a circuit, on a track. But yeah, you guys have seen me play Forza. I stopped drifting and started, you know, just racing like normal. Like a normal person, like a non-weeb, because all the weebs like drifted. I do like drifting. Drifting is fun. Alright, and then Raku's, oh my god. The furry copy pasta. You can join in the voice channel on Discord if I get my mic working. Yeah, I think my microphone occasionally switches to the, what's it called? It switches to default. So it goes back to the webcam microphone, which I don't know why it does that. I think it's like every time Discord updates. So I could probably check in my own, what's it called? In my own Discord real quick and see how that works. But let me try to fix it. Cause you know, why not? Why fix things before stream when I could fix things during stream and have everyone witness my thought process while I'm doing this stuff. Okay, voice and video. Okay. Mic check. Okay. You know what it is? There's no issue. It's because I have push to talk on and and I'm an idiot. Okay, voice activity, let's see if that works. Hello. Okay, the thing is going. I just had trouble figuring out that I needed to what's it called? That I had push to talk on. Hey, what's up, Phoenix? Been a long time. Yeah, Penguin did spell it as grips, but I think I don't know. Can you say grips as gripes? Usually, isn't there an E? Grip, gripe, whatever, don't matter. Yeah, what's up, Phoenix? How's it going? Let me... What was I looking up? Oh yeah, the furry copy pasta, which... Okay, so it's the, I don't want to read this. I don't want... I don't want my voice associated with this. Take off my glasses so I look like the thumbnail. I don't think I could do that. I don't have the power to do that on this software. It's not an accessory on the software I'm using to show the Vtuber model. It's on the actual, what's it called? It's on the actual model, so I can't. Uh-oh. I think my stream might be lagging. Oh, never mind, it's good. Prince play Ninja Gaiden. Wait, which one do you want me to play? Because I can play the Nintendo Entertainment System one? NES? Or is it SNES? I think it's SNES. Because that one's free on the if you have Nintendo Online. So that's the old one. Or do you want me to play one of the newer ones? The hack and slash? I'm assuming that's like is it the PlayStation one? PlayStation 2. Which one was it on? Okay, so PS2 one. Can I get that on PS4? Or PlayStation 3? Yeah, can I get that on PS4? Oh wait, no, I still have my PlayStation 3. I don't think I can buy anything on PS3 though. Trilogy on Switch and PS4? Oh, okay. So then I could probably just get the trilogy then. Have I seen Cyberpunk yet? I have not. I haven't even seen Arcane. And I know everyone was like, you know, creaming their pants to it. I mean, it looks good. The characters look well written and stuff, and I don't know, it never really interested me. What's the Cyberpunk one? Edge Runner? Yeah, that one didn't really interest me either. Not because I don't like it, but just because I wasn't too interested in Cyberpunk. I think the only thing I was interested in was the memes and stuff. I'm just stalling for the stupid furry copy pasta meme. Okay, 1 second. Let me find a good BGM. We're gonna find a perfect BGM for this meme. Probably not gonna be a perfect BGM, but it's just gonna be a different BGM. I don't know what sort of BGM I want to have on this one. It's a curse copy pasta. You know, we'll have one of the cooking BGMs. Where is it? I know what you're called. There we go. Where is it? Here we go. Find any new music to listen to? What music have I been listening to? Well, I have been trying to listen to more acapella music so that I can, you know, kind of practice and stuff. And like see how people arrange acapella music and stuff. I've been trying to learn because that's something I want to get into, especially if I'm trying to do acapella arrangements for songs. And basically the music that I've been listening to has been music that I want to cover and stuff. One thing I do want to cover that I might spoil something for you guys, if you guys know Millie, one of their songs, Galahad and Scientific Witchery, that song I want to cover in the future. I could bring someone in to cover the female part on that song, but I could just do it myself too. Okay. 'Cause, 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 Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Rawr. X3. Nuzzles. How are you? Pounces on you. You're so warm. Notices you have a bulge. Someone's happy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Nuzzles your necky wecky. Mer. What? How do I even say that? Rubby's your bulgy wogy. You're so big. Ooh, Rubby's more on your bulgy wogy. It doesn't stop growing. We're gonna need to put plus 18 on this. Kisses you and lickies your necky. Daddy likies. All right, Raku, I'm gonna go in that channel. Okay, let me get out of my thing first. All right, I'm gonna go into big room 1. You can join in on that, and then we'll see if I can even hear your voice real quick. You can finish off or you can say the whole thing. You can say the whole copy pasta for me, and
Hello.
What's up, Raku? You got this. It's on you since you suggested it.
Can the stream hear me?
Yes, can the stream hear you? Also, wait, 1 second. Actually, I think I might need to turn off the BGM real quick so that I can. Okay, there you go. All you, Raku.
They say I'm quiet.
I think it should be a bit better right now.
Yeah, can you boost me in Discord? I have my mic turned up to normal volumes. Send me the copy pasta.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see. I haven't used Discord at all that much. There you go.
All right, let me pull it up. Let me check sound check. Am I still quiet for all you folks?
Penguin, Edward, you guys hear them?
Oh, one. I thought it was broken up like line by line. It's just one massive block of text.
Yeah, it's just one whole big thing. You got it. Okay.
Right. We good on sound?
Yep, they say you're good.
It's too bad I don't have my loop plugged in. All right. Should I read it from the top, Prince?
Yep, you're good to go.
All right. This is every furry copy pasta meme. Rar. X3 nuzzles you. How are you? Pounces on you. You're so warm. Oh, notices you have a bulge. Someone's happy. Nuzzles your necky wecky. Tilde mer tilde hee hee hee. Rubbies your bulgy wolgy. You're so big. Ooh, rubbies more on your bulgy wolgy. It doesn't stop growing. Kisses you and lickies your neck. Daddy likies. Nuzzles wuzzles. I hope daddy really likes $. Wiggles butt and squirms. I want to see your big daddy meat. Wiggles butt. I have a little itch. Oh. Wags tail. Can you please get my itch? Puts paws on your chest. Yeah. It's a 7-inch itch. Rubs your chest. Can you help me, please? Squirm. Witty please. Sad face. I need to be punished. Runs paws down your chest and bites lip like I need to be punished really good. Tilde. Paws on your bulge as I lick my lips. I'm getting thirsty. I can go for some milk. Unbuttons your pants as my eyes glow. You smell so musky. Colon V licks shaft tilde. End scene.
Great job. Now that's
I'd
never
like to
happening
thank the
again.
Academy.
That's the last time I have a guess on this on this on this tea time.
I'm glad to be of service.
You are appreciated, and thank you for taking the fall, so that I so that I didn't have to have it in my voice.
Good thing you can't clip things on YouTube, isn't it, folks?
Hey, can I make it clippable? I think I can make it clippable. I know there's a built-in clipping function on YouTube.
Oh yeah, there is. That's fine. It's not like your community would do something like that and post the evidence to use against me.
You hear that, Penguin? It's on you, Penguin. You gotta clip it.
Someone has to have an animator make an animation of it, though. If you're gonna clip it and put it somewhere, you have to get an animation commissioned.
full on,
Otherwise, it
full
has
on
no power.
animation.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's no power there.
Phoenix, how was Twitch? Haven't really been around. Twitch was okay. It was kind of fun. Raku, how's Twitch treating you?
Uh, I've been kind of just a rock in the stream when it comes to all the weird policy and stuff Twitch has been doing. Since I'm not like one of the big creators that's affected by their revenue split change they made recently,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it's been interesting watching creators like the big creators that everybody knows talking about leaving when their contracts are up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of curious to see if it causes a lot of traffic to move away from the platform. I still have a lot of friends, and I've started growing community on there, so I don't foresee myself switching back to YouTube and losing the ability to have, like emotes,
Oh,
uh,
yep, yep.
bits, and all that other stuff, and being able to raid. Did you see that they took away the host feature kind of stealthily in the background?
I actually did not know that.
So you can raid people still,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't go into host mode. So like if someone comes to your channel after you raid and go offline,
Mm-hmm.
there's no host. So you can't
Oh.
host for people you like, which is incredibly dumb. I don't know why they did that.
Maybe Wazzy could do it.
It's, you guys definitely shouldn't send that to her. But yeah, it's been interesting watching the Twitch ecosystem. Well, we'll see how it shakes out in the long term. If YouTube really wanted to capitalize on kind of Twitch blundering around, if they just overhauled their streaming system and made it better, they would be able to scoop up so
Mm-hmm.
much people and take the momentum away from Twitch.
Well, yeah, like I said before, even the discoverability on live streams for YouTube has been better for me than on Twitch. Like a lot of times I'd get random people just checking me out because my stream would be like recommended on like some big VTuber video just because I had a VTuber tag on there. And again, like it's algorithm based too, so like if the thumbnail and stuff kind of pops out, then people are gonna click on it. But then when it comes to Twitch, like you're kind of on the bottom of the page. There's not really a recommended, or it's not as prevalent on Twitch, at least in my experience.
Yeah, it seems like if you really want to try and build any sort of success or momentum on Twitch, the best thing to do is to find ways to network.
Hmm.
And that's not easy for, new creators, but if you can get to know people and then just sort of cross-pollinate community-wise to use a buzzword, that's kind of a way to kind of start getting that going. I'm still
Hmm.
trying to learn how to do that. Also, a big challenge is coming up with content ideas, right?
Yep, yep. Trying to catch the eye of people, and everything has to be like a challenge on Twitch. Like the 24-hour challenge or something.
Yeah, I feel like that for big creators, that pulls a lot of people in because they want to tune in and see, someone suffer for 24 hours. But I personally approach Twitch from the content creation angle of what I want to do. What do I care about?
Hmm.
I'm I'm going to be actually out of town coming up soon, but one thing I'm going to be working on is some draft scripting for a music show on
Hmm.
on Twitch. I really want to talk about Japanese music, and I kind of forgot I had this idea. It just got shuffled into the background,
Hmm.
but I want to do like a kind of like a PowerPoint presentation where I talk about artists and songs as recommendations. I can't show media or play stuff, otherwise I'll get
Hmm.
you know DMCA'd to hell. But
Yeah.
I think it'd be an interesting way for people who are interested in the topic to have a resource. They could say, "Hey, that sounds like something I'd be interested in," and go look it up on YouTube or something else. I see, Penguin. Where did you post? Which Discord, or did you post it on Twitter?
Yeah, I was posted on
Maybe I don't want
Twitter
to know.
for more people to see.
Uh, maybe maybe I should just not ask.
Okay, I think I. Okay, yeah, I see it in my Discord. Yeah, the clip. So we'll get that spread around, and we'll make sure people hear it. I think the people need to hear it.
Where in your community post it? Not
Uh,
memes.
I think community creation. It's in the art tab, or
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Very good. I'm sure no one will ever find that.
Phoenix. Have I seen the Tekken 8 trailer? I have not. I think I've only seen the kind of reveal with Kazuya.
That was supposedly in engine too.
It
Like,
looked
I don't know
really
about the
nice.
dynamic camera angles, but
Mhm.
like the footage of them fighting is supposedly in engine, which is interesting. I don't play Tekken, but the engine tech looks interesting.
Mhm.
For instance, I know you play Monster Hunter. Have you seen the Wild Hearts footage that's been coming out over the last couple weeks?
Wild Hearts? I have not.
Wild Hearts is a new property being developed under EA Originals, and it's being published by EA Originals, but developed by Tecmo Koei, the Muso and Warriors people,
Mhm.
and it's a Monster Hunter style game, and it looks really interesting. They just posted 7 minutes of gameplay footage this week, I think yesterday, but they're looking to compete with Monster Hunter. And it's very interesting. I'll be keeping my eyes on that.
Well, I'm seeing a little sneak preview on their website, and I see a katana blade, and I'm like, that's just longsword all over again. Bunch of meta
Yeah,
users.
they seem to have this mechanic kind of like Bloodborne where your weapons transform.
Okay.
So they have different like forms. Like one clip shows the hunter using a katana that changes into like a whip sword, and then another character is using a parasol. And they have this thing. I think it's called like karakuri. Their kind of
Mm-hmm.
gimmick is that you have this tech that you can build things in the environment when you're hunting. People kept calling it Fortnite, but it's more like little assist devices you build that you can use as like springboards or like a helicopter you can fly around or
Okay,
create
okay.
big like bombs or explosions, and you do that in Hunt. It, it's very interesting.
I'll probably have to check it out. I don't know if I can put in like 600 to 1,000 more hours in like another Monster Hunter type game aside from Monster Hunter itself, but we'll see.
I think the idea of pushing for competition out there in the game sphere is good ultimately for the consumer.
Hmm.
This is the same team that made Tokiden. Have you ever heard of that series?
It sounds familiar.
Tokiden came out on Vita, I want to say, and it was released later on some consoles and PC. The first and second games in their iterations are on like Steam, but it was basically like a Monster Hunter type game in a feudal Japan fictional era with like Oni and yokai demons instead
Okay,
of
yeah,
dragons and, Monster Hunter standard creatures.
yeah. It does. It looks familiar.
It was a good game. It was really fun. Probably the best Monster Hunter clone in quotes that I've played, while not being just a carbon copy.
Hmm.
Tokiden was fun. They also did the AI partners thing before Rise did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think that was one of the selling points that someone tried to get me to play it with. But I think Monster Hunter is too polished and too good.
People are starting to get a little more critical of Sunbreak because of the sheer amount of paid DLC that's been coming out.
Hmm.
Just because old Monster Hunter models tended to have that be more unlockable content or event quest content.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't really care because if I don't want to buy it, I'm not going to buy it, but people are concerned that it's going to start trending towards a more microtransaction heavy model, which could happen, but I don't see Capcom doing that because it'd piss off the Japanese audience. They wouldn't
yeah.
go for that.
Like traditionally, yeah, the Japanese games, they usually don't have that sort of microtransaction DLC and stuff and all that. But like if you look at EA, half of what's it called? Star Wars Battlefront 2, half of that game was like all microtransactions and it was not good.
You want to unlock, was it Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker? You can either pay the microtransaction amount or grind for 6 months.
What's up, Andrew? What's up, Barry? How's it going? Phoenix, did I ever get that new PC? Nope. Yeah, I like even right now, I've been kind of having to deal with like Bungie and deciding whether or not to buy their season pass because every year there's like 4 season pass and it's $10 each time, and I'm like, am I even gonna play that much during this season? But then if I
For
do miss
Destiny,
out, yeah, for Destiny 2, yeah, if I do miss out on this season, like I miss out on crucial weapons, that are kind of like meta weapons and stuff. But I mean, I guess that's just FOMO, fear of missing out, and it doesn't really bother me that much. But it still, kind of gets to you.
here it's a deep rabbit hole. I have some friends that play Destiny. I never got into it back in the day, but everything I've seen, man, like the grind and the time commitment is like an MMO ish Schluter type game.
It is fun, like the end game content, uh, raids and stuff. It's fun to take new people through it and all that, but like now, I think people are getting worried because they signed that massive deal with Sony, and they're kind of not being as transparent about things anymore with the players and all that. So, kind of worried about Bungie.
Do they have any other main properties besides Destiny?
Nope. Right now, it's just Destiny. They do have a new IP in the works, but that we haven't really gotten word on that for like a couple years.
Was Anthem Bungie? Was that their property?
Uh, no. Because I think I remember Anthem being like the supposed Destiny killer, but
Mm. BioWare. I just remember that game failed pretty hard.
mm-hmm. Kind of like Overwatch 2 right now. I saw a bunch of memes on that.
Have you seen the diversity rating scale
Diversity rating
for
scale?
yeah, uh it made a lot of rounds earlier on. People have been talking about it more cuz Overwatch 2 came out. But basically it was an internal uh rating system for how they would create their cast of characters. And they
Oh.
basically had quote unquote diversity points based on like ethnicity, disability, build, age, gender, orientation, all sorts of stuff. And they like
Mhm.
tried to quantify how they rate all these characters. It is fascinating to read, and also absolutely insane that a company would do that and make it public
They
because
made it public.
they're talking about how it's a best practice for encouraging diversity. But when you look at it, it's like, well, you're quantifying a lot of these things. Like
Mhm.
if someone is African, like literally from Africa, they get X amount of points versus someone who's from America and is white. They get like negative points. It's crazy, but it's really interesting to read.
I think it's one of those practices that a lot of companies do, but they should probably just keep it on the down low. Like
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
it's inevitable that uh game companies and even just like marketing companies and stuff, they'll do that sort of thing.
It's kind of like character design by stats or statistics, right?
Mhm.
How many of certain diversity characters do we have in our roster? Oh, we need to make this one have some sort of disability or make them a certain orientation or something like that for
Mhm.
the sake of quote unquote numbers as opposed to design.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of developers were looking at that going, that's not a really sustainable way to design characters. You could, but if people find out about it, then it's going to be bad optics, and bad publicity, especially because the way the ratings were designed don't seem to follow any rhyme or reason.
Mhm.
Like for one iteration I saw, like based on non-humanoid and a whole bunch of other ratings, the robot characters were the quote unquote most diverse. Stuff like that. It's worth looking up. It's fascinating to read. It's just baffling, baffling company decisions. But that's Blizzard, right?
I think they should just take some classes on character design. Like even
I
just
think they.
writing characters and stuff, like in my lore, I guess. I'm still writing characters and all that. And I'm just like I don't want to write something wrong and like get quote unquote canceled or something that I didn't know about and like trying to be diverse and all that. It's not necessarily an issue for me, but it's like what am I trying to say here? Uh they should just not worry about like race and all that.
I think part of it comes down to whatever kind of media you're creating, be it a story, music, a video game. The context behind what you're creating is what matters the most, right?
Yeah, it should
You
fit.
know, it should fit exactly. People who, the people who really push for woke media in quotes would want you to say, okay, I need to cover all these, check all these boxes to be sure I'm being inclusive and diverse and whatnot. But if that's not the point of the story you're telling, then trying to make it fit that mold might ultimately compromise the product.
Mhm.
It's got to be kind of a middle ground. You can't just say, well, I need to put all of these things character wise or whatever into my story just because I don't want to get canceled
Mhm.
versus someone who doesn't do that because they're maliciously trying to target groups like that. That's the opposite effect. And so I think it just depends on the motivation of the creator and what their intent with their content is. You
Mhm.
create a story about aliens on a fictional world, for example, aliens in a fictional world fighting a fictional antagonistic race. It's gonna be kind of weird if you try and include ethnic diversity from Earth for
Mhm.
a fictional alien race, right? But if it fits the narrative, fits what you want, then you could find a way to make it work. But you read some of the people with these cancel mobs on Twitter for stuff like that, and it's just It's confusing, and that's usually why I try to avoid Twitter. I follow people that I know. I use it to post stuff I'm working on, and I try not to get down the rabbit hole. So if you've been down that rabbit hole, like in the VTuber scene, Godspeed, my friend. Good luck.
Well, I mean, like it's a shithole, but I feel I do need to keep up with the I guess the trends and stuff, and I need to kind of figure out what's going on with the whole space and all that. Mainly because I'm trying to look at it from a more business perspective now, since if I want to grow, then we need to start looking at ourselves as a business. And this this conversation might be for another day, since it's the shit that I have to say about VTubers. But it's like we have to start doing competition with each other, and it's doing research on VTuber stuff right now. It is not fun.
I could see that. And I think a lot of people on the independent side probably approach it from that direction. And I don't think it's wrong. I think if your point is to grow a brand and to make it a business, like you're saying, then
Hmm.
you do have to be kind of business minded in how you approach your content and how you approach your image of your brand and everything else. What I kind of use the VTuber scene on Twitter for is figuring out who's getting outed for being a problem in the community. Not because I want to, antagonize them, but just so I know I don't. Here's a person I don't want to support because it's been proven that they've done XYZ things, and it seems like
Okay.
it's every other week. So
Okay, that's a
I
different
can't.
reason than me.
Yeah, I can't like constantly be saying, okay, who's the latest person to get scandalized? Usually it's the big ones you see, but
Yeah, for me,
you
it was
know,
just spill that tea. What the hell's going on here? I'm not gonna involve myself in it, but I do enjoy seeing the petty stuff.
are you going to become drama alert, Prince? VTuber drama
No,
alert?
no, I could.
Good. There are actually some channels out there in the VTuber scene that are like that. Maybe not to the point where it's sensationalist so much as just reporting.
Mm,
And I don't really follow a lot of them because, again, I can't consume that kind of content endlessly. It drives me nuts. But there's so much out there that you could become like a
mm.
news coverage source. For a long time, I don't know if you know Woohoo Lad.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he kind of just does like random gaming stuff and like chaotic meme stuff now. But for a while, he was reporting on a lot of like larger VTuber drama stuff, like from like the Hololives and
Mm.
Niji Sanji type stuff. And it probably wore him down because he doesn't really do that anymore. But there's always something. Just depends on what your angle is going to be and what you want to do with your platform.
Yeah, I do want to focus on more of the good things, because I know there's a lot of good things happening out there in the VTuber scene and stuff. But like, so many negative things are being put in the spotlight, and it's not looking good. And I hope we move on from this sort of thing, because right now we kind of look like jokes. I mean, we kind of are.
I think you'll see that to some extent happen in any sort of community as it grows,
Yeah.
and especially as it gets so large that it's pulling in people from the content creation side and the audience side from all angles and all walks, right?
Hmm.
You'd see it in the anime community, you'd see it in the gaming community, you see it in any sort of community as it gets larger. Obviously, it's going to attract bad actors, or bad actors will be found out.
Hmm.
But I think the best thing to do is try and contribute positively to the community in whatever you do. I'm not saying you have to go out there and crusade because that's a fool's errand. You would be one person screaming in a sea of idiots. But if you can not contribute to the problem, that's a start.
Hmm.
And if you grow a community, I'm not trying to preach your soapbox here, Prince. I'm really not.
Oh, no, 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 no.
But you know, you have a community.
Hmm.
I guess I technically have a community. if you just tell your community that, look, be decent people, and if you're not going to do that, then you have no place in the community, and that's one way it starts to push the needle, as small as that push might be. Versus creating a toxic community. That's the flip
Mhm.
side, right? You don't want to do that. You could. It might make you a jackass if you did that, though. I don't know. It's
But
tricky.
yeah, a lot of stuff I have to say about the VTuber community. I'll probably get that on tomorrow's stream. So I got some shit to say.
Okay. Well,
Hopefully I don't single anyone out. I don't think I should, or not that I should, but I don't think that my whatever I'm gonna be saying tomorrow is gonna single anyone out. But if it
you're
does,
talking about more of observations and things within the
yeah,
scene
yeah.
versus like a
Mm-hmm.
call out type thing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It if it does single someone out, that's completely by accident. Edward, we need to talk about the true problem. What is the true problem?
Furries.
Beatbox VTubers are the problem. all right,
What,
Edward.
like all four of them? There's not a lot of us out there, man. I wish there were more.
I don't know if I could be considered a beatbox VTuber. I'm just a VTuber that beatboxes now.
I don't know. You've made it the focus of your content before. You've done those challenge things on Twitter. You're ever gonna go back
Mhm.
to that?
Once I get my inspiration going again.
Ah, I see. It's funny. I meant to do something with the last one you posted, and I was
Mhm.
working on kind of a collab thing, and then it fell through. So I'm gonna kind of repurpose that for whatever else I'm doing in the future. It's a shame too. I had a lot of good ideas, but it just didn't work out. There's just some logistical problems, not personal problems.
Mhm. Phoenix, you want me to
I
hash
actually
out?
thought about doing that too, but then I figured I'd probably get sued by the prince for stealing his idea.
Oh no, it's a content idea. It's not my copyrighted sort of deal. I mean, like a lot of things that people will do to kind of get bigger is those kinds of challenge things where they have interactions with each other and all that. And I was like, well, what can I do that you know kind of interacts with other people? And I was like, I was looking on TikTok for inspiration because TikTok is a good place. Okay, I know it's cringe and all that, but there are some good things. But like a lot of it was, like the duetting and stuff and people singing with other people. And that was, you get a lot of cool things from that. So I was just like, well, what can I do with beatboxing? I'm pretty sure I could just put down a beat. Maybe someone raps over it. Maybe someone, you know, remixes it or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, I always tell people that they can use my music that I create to use in any capacity if they want to take it and remix it or do
Hmm.
like your challenge type thing where they create a rap over it or something like that.
Hmm.
It's just out there, you know. I should probably plug stuff like that more aggressively. But I don't. Getting better with the loop though.
I
It,
gotta hear it sometime. Do you have a couple things out with the loop station?
uh, as far as like loop routines, no. But all of the BGM stuff that I've released to date uses the loop. That's how
Okay.
I capture and use it to record.
Mm.
So, while it's not like routines like you see on the beatbox channels, like Swiss Beatbox and all that,
Yeah, yeah.
it's it's used to create the actual stuff that I release for BGM tracks for creators to use for free.
Mm.
It's royalty free stuff that people can download and use. I'm actually getting ready. I'm waiting for it to go through on music platforms, but Halloween, as I've been talking about it for a while, Halloween's release for October will be going live hopefully before the end of the week.
I like how a lot of
Um,
people get excited for Halloween. I really
it's
don't
my
know
favorite holiday,
why.
dude.
I know. Like so many people are like Halloween's my favorite holiday. I do like Halloween. Like I get candy. Sometimes I get an apple. I do love getting apples. Not that I'm the one going trick or treating. Okay, I'm too old for that.
You don't have to justify anything to me, man. It's all good. I like the aesthetic of Halloween. I'm probably 30 years older than you. I don't go trick or treating and I don't pass out candy, but I like the aesthetic and design. I like designing costumes and making things that are based around the aesthetic of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
If I had if I had property that had, like a big yard or area, I would absolutely do like a decorative type thing, but I don't have a yard.
I think the most we've ever done was just like pumpkins. Pumpkins are fun though. Sitting around with your family, carving out pumpkin guts.
The uh the holiday decorative tech is always evolving at an alarming rate because I like to make things for decorations. I don't go out and, go to Spirit and buy a bunch of stuff,
Mm.
but they have all of these fancy things that you can buy for like a set and for decoration that is really amusing. Like, have you seen the motion censored hydraulic spider things?
I have not, but that sounds sick.
They're these like those big kind of wiry looking big black tarantula spider things. The ones maybe have a wingspan of like 4 feet.
Mm-hmm.
They're big.
Mm-hmm.
They have those hooked up to like a hydraulic arm and a motion sensor that you put on the ground. So when people walk by, they jump out and they hiss at you.
Yeah, I've got arachnophobia, so staying away from that one. Now, I will say, I give exceptions to jumping spiders. Okay, jumping spiders are fine.
How can you dislike jumping spiders, right? They're as adorable as that type of animal can get, and they're not dangerous. I think that's
Yeah.
why people have develop arachnophobia. It's because of the fear of harm. At least that's my theory. I'm not a huge fan of spiders, but I wouldn't say I'm afraid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes where I live, especially when it gets cold and spiders try and get out of the cold weather, sometimes we'll get those big house spider ones, the ones that are like bigger than a quarter. They don't bite.
Yes.
They're not dangerous, but you encounter one of those, it's a little bit startling. So I tend to treat them with no mercy.
Penguin, what about Lucas the Spider? Lucas the Spider, that's an animation. I'm fine with that. Those are cute. And I think Lucas the Spider is a jumping spider too, so there's that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do spiders. I know they won't bite because, they're like more afraid of you, but like I when they scurry around and then they disappear on your carpet somehow, I can't sleep that night then.
Would you like to hear a story, Prince?
Sure.
I don't know if this is gonna help or worsen your arachnophobia, but it is a funny story I like to tell people. And this will be the last thing I leave you with. I gotta go make dinner shortly here.
Mhm,
But a long time ago, in a previous place I was living, it was summertime,
mhm,
and I lived in an apartment that was essentially at the bottom floor of a building. And so, because it was the bottom floor, it was technically partially underground.
mhm,
So you'd have to go upstairs above, like to the street level. And as a result, my windows were like right at ground level, so I had to kind of be careful about like leaving them open because stuff could get in.
mhm.
But it was hot in the summertime, and I wanted to keep my windows open because it was really hot and I was having trouble sleeping. So I turned on one of my fans nearby, went to sleep at night, and I have, or in my room at the time, had all these prints that I had made, like image prints on paper. I had pasted up everywhere, all around that wall I was sleeping up against. And
Mhm.
so there would be basically posters and all that stuff above me. And I had the fan on it, and it was rippling over my prints as I was going to sleep. I said, I'll just turn it off the fan late at night. And so I'm going to sleep, trying to fall asleep, and I just hear, is that picking up on the mic?
Uh, Not necessarily. I can't really hear it.
It's a slight tapping. I don't want to like blow out everyone's eardrums, but just like a slight tapping, and it sounds like rippling paper.
Mm.
And I said, well, that's not annoying, but noticeable. It'll go away when I turn off the fan. So later on the night, as I was falling asleep, I turn off the fan, completely dark, can't see anything. Turn off the fan, go back to sleep. The tapping continues. Sounds like something tapping on paper.
Mm.
So I said, what is that? There's no fan. I go on, turn on the light, maybe 2 feet above me, walking across my prints was a giant spider. Like one of those big, big spiders. The noise was its feet going across. So needless to say, I was not falling asleep that easily. So I took care of it. I closed my window and was super paranoid for a while about the noise of keeping my fan on. But where I live, there's maybe 2 species of harmful spiders, but they're not like gonna get in your house. They'll be hiding in like your shed or out in a forest or something. But not easy for sleeping.
Nope. I mean, the worst thing for me is when I, I'm just laying in bed on my phone, and then I shine the soft light from my phone on like the wall, and I just see like a spider shadow or something, and I don't like that. Doesn't do it
You know,
for me at all.
statistically, you eat like what is it, like 25 spiders a year in your sleep?
I think
I
that's
don't remember
just a
the I don't
myth.
remember I don't remember the number.
I remember a video saying that, and I was like, that can't be true. That can't be true. Please say it's not real.
Never know. All right. Well, thanks for letting me crash your stream, Prince.
Yeah, thanks for coming
I'm
on.
sure nothing will be used against me to sully my good name.
Nope,
And if
totally not
so,
gonna
that's
post it
fine.
everywhere.
It's all good. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stream. Welcome back.
Yep,
I'll try and
thank
pop
you.
in and see what's up. But to you and the rest of the folks in chat, have yourselves a good evening, and I will catch you later.
I did say it was just gonna be like an hour or so, but like, I guess since it's first stream back, I'll go a bit longer. We'll just talk about whatever. And I was doing the whole boyfriend girlfriend experience on Twitter, but I don't like the thought that my voice was saying those words that I will never say to anyone. You guys find any significant others during the time that I was gone? Or are we all still single? I don't think I ever asked the whole community whether or not we have significant others. Penguin, you're single? Alright, that's good. Not that that's good, but like, you know what I mean. Yeah, I never asked collectively if we were all still single. But you did ask out a girl recently and she said yes. Penguin, you're out of here. Barry used to be single. Alright, what is going on? Am I the only single one? Did my whole community grow up and find other people while I was gone? Wait, no, the other way. Oh, you used to have to be in a relationship. Okay, okay. All right, Barry, you're back in. Penguin, don't worry, the date never happened, sadly. Hopefully, you didn't do what I do and completely ghosted the girl. You guys have heard this story multiple times. The whole Tinder date thing, and we went to the movie theaters, and I accidentally ghosted the girl. I'm still, I'm not beat up about it, but I'm just like, my bad. I don't think I'm or not necessarily guilty, but I don't think I'm. Yeah. I don't think I feel guilty about it, but I do kind of I feel a bit bad. Okay, there it goes. I feel a bit bad about ghosting. You still talk, but not as much due to your schedules. That's fair. Like a lot of people are busy. Finding time to put someone into your schedule. That kind of shows you how important you are to that person. If they, find time in their schedules to include you, then they're a keeper. Not necessarily. They're not necessarily a keeper. It's just people are busy and stuff. But again, if people find time in their schedules to include you, then you might actually be pretty important to them. They might actually look for future with you, either as friends or as, a significant other. Yeah, midterms this week and last week. Oh, that's right. It's about that time of the year. I forget people have school. A lot of times on Saturdays, I'm like, why is there no one at the bus stops? There should be people at the bus stops right now, right? But no, there's no school on Saturdays. Am I getting old? I think I'm getting old. Well, you were about to date someone, but they went back to the ex. That... Maybe they just weren't over their ex. But that kind of leading people on and then going back to your ex. That's... I think it's what's it called? It comes with like their insecurities and all that. It's hard to see because you're both their friends. That's rough. Okay, yeah, that's rough. That's why I don't have friends either. They disappoint me. I think I'm pretty lucky that my friends are, I guess I should say my school friends. We are pretty close knit, and like we don't like each other romantically. I guess one of the girls did like a couple of us at one time, but then she kind of like matured and was like, well, I actually don't like you guys. You guys aren't friends. But yeah, we never went out with each other, which, looking back on it, kind of makes sense. So yeah, I'm lucky in that aspect. But yeah, Barry, I feel for you. I have that empathy for you. Empathy? Sympathy? Empathy. It's empathy. But yeah, I guess the reason people go back to their exes is because they have some insecurities that they're working over with, and it's not necessarily mental issues, but just like they gotta work through some things. If they're not over their ex, then they're for sure not over their ex. Not that it's guaranteed that they'll go back to their ex and all that, but it's all interpersonal relationships and all sort of deals that we don't know about because humans are weird. Humans, they understand the least about themselves. See, we humans, we research other creatures and all that, but then we need to look at ourselves and be like, what the hell is going on up there? We need to research our own brains before we start exploring to other things. Like, I think we find out more about ourselves through research of other creatures. But then again, I guess you can't really research on humans since that'd be kind of immoral. But we do it anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yes, relationships are difficult. Hopefully no one has to deal with a stalker yandere. Yes, Penguin. Thankfully, you're safe. Hopefully. Hopefully, you're still safe from that. It's not... It's not fun to deal with stalkers. Not that I've done it personally. Not that I've had a stalker personally. Or at least not that I know of. One of yous is stalking me. How'd you know? How'd you find out where I live? Never heard or never found you or heard from her. That's good, that's good. I think, who was it? I think it was, oh, what's his name? Why is this skipping on me right now? The guy who played Edward Cullen. The guy who played Batman, the newest Batman. Why am I missing on his name? Let me look it up. I can't continue like this. Robert Pattinson. Yeah, Robert Pattinson. I think it was Robert Pattinson where he took the stalker out on a date and then did so many terrible things. Like, you know, just had so many bad manners that the stalker just wanted nothing to do with them. Is it Robert Pattinson? I think that story is with Robert Pattinson. Yeah, that's... If I have a stalker, that's how I'm gonna deal with it. I'll be like, all right, you want to go on a date? Let's go on a date, and then I'll take them to McDonald's or something, and then I'll buy like 10 burgers and eat it all messily and like a little kid. One thing I used to do was I'd get like 2 burgers, and then I put the burgers inside of each other to make one big burger, and like just stack it as high as I could with like fries and stuff, and then I just eat it. So maybe I'll do that if I ever have a stalker or anything. Then I'll eat with such bad manners that they'll be like, I don't want to see that ever again. I know a lot of people say that they want like the yandere girlfriend or the stalker girlfriend, but that it's not as fun as you think. You know, hearing other people's experience. Yeah, Penguin, your experience I've heard a couple times. And yeah, it's not as fun as people think. You moved and got your teachers involved. That's good, that's good. As long as they helped. Because I know sometimes if you do that, teachers won't help and they'll just be like, well, just ignore them. And we all know how that goes. But I get it. I understand. Okay. I've seen my fair share of the internet, and I guess some people are into that, you know, someone holding a knife to their neck while threatening to do whatever things to them, and yeah, people are into that. People are into a lot of things that I'm just like, I think I need to get out of this space real quick. Try getting you in trouble with your teachers. Yep. That's the thing too. They gaslight other people. That's like the really dangerous thing. And then like no one starts believing you, and it gets messy. It gets real messy, and that's not fun. It's a real mess. No one should have to deal with it. I think a lot of people need to learn about boundaries and stuff. What's on Twitter? Vtubers is trending. What the hell? I guess it's trending for me. Okay, everything is fine. It's not like anything's happening. See, what I want to see from other VTubers is I want to see them creating their own universe. A lot of times they just use it for as a medium of streaming, which I completely understand. And it's a valid reason to do it. You know, they don't want to show their face, so they use an avatar to keep their privacy. I get it. But I kind of want to see more from that. Like I want to see people making their own universes and stuff, and I want to see interesting things with VTubers. Like a lot of what I see right now is just traditional streaming. I mean, call me hypocritical, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. She did all that stuff publicly, and her friends seen her do it, so it was very obvious what she was doing. Also, caught. One second, my text is too small to read. What the heck is going on with the chat? Okay, there it goes. Also, caught staring at you for the entire class. It is scary. I will say it is scary to deal with that stuff too. Because I just hear about how they get involved with like your family and stuff sometimes, and then they get involved with authorities and all that, or authority figures, you know, like teachers and even officers and all that. They'll be like, well, I haven't been doing anything wrong, I've just been hanging out. And then, you know, you can't really call them out on that stuff because no one knows if they're lying or not. No one knows if they're telling the truth either. So it's hard. It's hard to discern on like stalkers and stuff. Thankfully, again, for me, I haven't dealt with it personally. But again, all the experiences I've heard and read over the years, it's not fun. She did a lot of stuff. That's the thing too. They're kind of crazy enough to do almost anything they need to, you know, to get their way. And that's like, it kind of gets you afraid of what they might do next. 'Cause, you know, you don't want anyone to get hurt. And if, like, you know, you wish for them to get hurt, then it's kind of immoral. So you don't want them to get hurt. You know, like physically or something, and you don't want anyone around you to get hurt, because that would just that's no good. And a lot of people say, well, just ignore them. It don't work like that. You can't really ignore something that's taking control of your life bit by bit. Again, some people need to understand there's boundaries. There are what's it called? There's a fine line. And people cross that line a bit too much. Oh, that's right. I think I said I was gonna write a what's it called? A best friend experience on stream. Oh wait, There's a massive tournament going on this weekend, right? Big House 10. That's right. Guilt trip you into dating her by constantly lying about her life. One time where she surprised on your first day transferring schools, and her friends kind of concerned you. Also, she once gave you a big bag of cookies that were homemade, but were in a questionable looking bag and looked questionable. I think food from stalkers is one of the scariest things. And because you don't know what they put in there, especially if it's something that you can't tell what the ingredients are necessarily. Like if it's cookies, you can lace cookies with anything almost. You can put some weird stuff in there. I know crazy people have put hair in it, which that's gross. Yeah, the whole food thing, that's what gets me. Cause I'm like, if someone makes food for me, I kind of feel guilty if I don't accept, and if I don't, try it. Cause I like food. Food is good. Food is great. I enjoy eating food a lot. But I do have to stop eating food. I do have to stop eating a lot of food because I'm trying to slim down to wear that sweater so that I could post it online and have it fit correctly, and not so that my muscles were bulging out. But there were 2 cookies in the bag. The bag was literally looking like it was falling apart, and the cookies looked to be sugar but had an off color and looked burnt in specific areas. Well, I can tell you that those cookies were not made of love. Okay? Those cookies were made from malice. Malice and evil. You can tell if a cookie was made of love, okay? You can tell if someone poured their heart and souls into those cookies. 1, they're either all burnt and they tried their best. Or 2, they actually look really good. But yes, you can tell if they're not made of love, and you can kind of speculate that they're made of malice. Oh yeah, Smash. I didn't give up on playing Smash. It was just like, it doesn't necessarily excite me too much anymore. Like, I do enjoy watching it still. Like, I'll still watch Melee. And I think I do watch more Melee than Ultimate. Well, right now I've been kind of watching some Ultimate because of Ignaze, the Marth main. And he hits some pretty ridiculous stuff. And I'm like, how do I become like Ignaze? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ignaze. I think it's Ignaze. But yeah, I do still watch more Melee than Ultimate. Who's playing in Big House 10? Can I check the bracket? Or I guess the attendees. Let's see. Okay, we got Hungry Box, we got Leffen, Tweak, Mango. Okay, that's all I needed to see. Hungry Box, Leffen, and Mango. That's all I needed to see. Those are like the big 3 reasons why I watch Melee. 1, well, Leffen mostly because Leffen's my favorite Smash player or favorite Melee player. And then Mango, I like the storyline of Mango. You know, he's got the script. That's the whole meme behind Melee. There was another time where she got classmates involved, kept using them to try to make you sympathize with her and forgive her for something that you wasn't even around or cared about. That's not to invalidate your struggle with that, but like, it's funny when they try to make you feel sad for something that you had no idea that it happened. or that, you know, didn't even involve you, and you're just like, what the hell did I do? I didn't do anything. Yeah, not to invalidate you or anything. Cause I did have that happen to me once, where cause it happened in my choir group, and the person was blaming like the bass, cause I was in choir, and I was a bass singer, quote unquote. I think technically I'm a baritone, but like a girl in the soprano section, which is the very high pitched section, she blamed the bass for something that I wasn't even there for. I was absent because a couple of days back they were like, you know, messing around and all that, and then got the whole choir class in trouble with the teacher. So then I got the blame put on me. I don't know how, but I was like, well, you can double check the records. I wasn't even here that day. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You literally told them you were sick that day, and they shut up. It's funny now, but you're annoyed back then because you were just doing homework. Yeah, I do find those situations to be funny. Mainly, again, just because like you have a reason that you weren't there, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you, and their anger is misdirected. Not misdirected. What's it called? I can't think of the word right now, but like, yeah, their anger is not going to the right place. Literally, she tried to guilt trip you with money once. That's scary when money gets involved too, cause then that could go into legal issues, especially with money. It's not a good. It all sounds terrible from whatever perspective, you know. I know a lot of people might sympathize with her and go to their side and be like, well, if that girl likes you, then why don't you give them a chance? But then, if you see the signs, well, one, you're not entitled to give them or they're not entitled to your attention. No one is entitled to your attention. And two, if you can see the signs of danger, then people have that fight or flight response. And you don't necessarily want to throw hands with someone, so then you try to get away. They were asking why you won't forgive her, and literally replied, how can you forgive her when you don't know what she was talking about or wasn't even there? Yeah, that, again, for the third time, not to invalidate you, but that's just funny. I know at the time it's, you know, annoying and all that, but it gets funnier when you think about it and you're like, how can you blame me for something that I wasn't even there for? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna move on with my day. That's the thing, right? You couldn't care less about something that doesn't happen to you, and you're like, why are you involving me in all this? But yes, no one is entitled to someone's opinion, or not opinion, someone's attention and someone's time. Okay, they can decide whether or not you're worth their time. And it's something that a lot of people need to learn, just like personal space. Like, just because you do something nice for someone doesn't mean that you're entitled to their return of affection. That's what your classmate did and uncle did. Your uncle wouldn't stop trying to get you to date her, and literally never stop playing the Little Mermaid soundtrack every time. I'm assuming the soundtrack was like Kiss the Girl or something. Yeah, when family gets involved, you kind of can't really do much at that point, aside from tough it out. Yes, that one song. I saw the whole drama about the new Little Mermaid. That was fun. That was fun to watch. Again, I don't want to advocate for drama and stuff, but like I enjoy seeing the petty shit that people get into. It is entertainment. It is class A entertainment, okay? The only thing I needed during that was a bucket of popcorn and I would have been fine. I would have been sailing through the Twitter replies and Twitter quote retweets on everything. God, such good entertainment from Twitter sometimes. Now again, I'm not saying to go start beef with anything. Well, actually, I do enjoy beef. I want to see people talking shit about other people. That's the good stuff. But like when it comes to the other things, like, you know, legal issues and all that, that's different. I don't count that as drama. Cuz that's technically not drama. That's just human issues. And it's something that they should probably work out with. Not work out with, but they should probably work on and be like, and settle it in their own privacy. R322C Gaming, what's up? How you doing? Right now we're just talking about Twitter things and how entertaining it is. Twitter is one of the most entertaining sites I've ever seen. I've been spending a lot of time on Twitter during my my little break or hiatus, streaming hiatus, but yeah, Twitter is kind of a hellhole, and it is really it's really funny. People get in on things that they shouldn't get involved with, and like they try to, I don't know if they're trying to instigate anything, but like they just fan the flames even more, and then, you know, they get caught up in the whole situation, and I'm like, let me watch from the sidelines, spill all the tea, and let me enjoy this flame war. Do people say that anymore? Internet fights used to be called flame wars. I don't know if that shows you how old I am, but like, I know people still say like get flamed on Twitter or something. But I guess the more technical term nowadays would be canceled. But yes, I'm enjoying my time watching all the Twitter people, because it is funny. Like I said, I've been observing a crap ton of things about like VTubers and all that, and I'll get into it tomorrow. And boy, I got a ton of shit to say. I think I already talked about it once as well. It was during a Twitch stream, and I don't think I went too in depth, but like I kind of got the main points across. But yeah, I'll get into it more later. But yeah, it's good to be back. Not necessarily back. Like I'm not doing any I'm not gonna put out any beatboxing things unless I find like an inspiration for something, or I do another challenge. And I'm probably not gonna work on any covers just yet. But I guess what I'm working on right now, which I can probably tell you guys, is just losing weight, leaning up so that I can fit into that sweater more properly. Cause I can fit into it. It's just kind of tight around the chest and arms area. No 24-hour streams. No, not yet. Maybe if I have something special going on. But yeah, no 24-hour streams. Not that it has anything to do with health, but it's just listen. I still got the metal chair. Okay, during the couple months that I was away, I have not changed my chair at all. I still sit on this piece of crap, and I should probably change it. But why change it when I can build discipline? You know, if it means I don't have to do 24-hour streams, then I'll keep the metal chair. Like literally, it does hurt if I sit in there for like 8 hours long. Cause during the Forza stream, it was really prevalent during the Forza stream that my whole body started to ache because of how I was sitting. So I'm sitting straight up, but then it's my ass. Okay, my ass hurts if I sit on this chair for more than 4 to 8 hours. It's not good. You're still impressed with what I put myself through. I do want to do another beatbox challenge though, the 1 hour deal, where it's just like 1 hour straight of beatboxing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might do I might just do like a beat, like a basic beat, and just go with it for an hour. Thanks for reading the rant. Sorry for going on a tangent. The stalker had a terrible experience, but makes for a fun story. Don't worry about it. I always enjoy things that we can talk about. And especially if you had that terrible experience and you can talk about it, then that's good. Because it means like, you know, you're not necessarily moving on, but like you're growing from the experience and you're growing as a person. Because I know sometimes if you deal with something heavy, it gets hard to talk about. And like if you can talk about it, then you know, you're growing. You're doing good. And I'm proud of you. We're all proud of you. You have many terrible experiences. Yes, retail is probably one of the worst experiences you can have in life, but I will say, I always say this, working retail is something that I think everyone needs to go through at least once in their life, at least for like half a year. Okay, if you can get out of there within half a year, get out of there, because you're gonna be miserable in retail unless you have a knack for it and you enjoy it. If you enjoy it and you have a passion for retail, which, you know, you do you. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. I know some people personally who enjoy that kind of thing. But like a lot of people, they need to experience what it's like to... They need to be humbled. Okay, they need to be humbled by working and getting yelled at. Because I used to work retail. That was, it wasn't too bad, because a lot of times I was just standing there. But, like, there'd be a couple moments where I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this. And then I just go home. I'd be like, hey, boss, I'm not doing this anymore. I'll just go home. Strangely enough, my boss was cool with the one time that I left work early. Because he saw what happened, and he was like, yeah, go ahead. It was some stupid shit that, it was funny too. So, with this, I will say, I'm not racist or anything. But, there was a black guy, and we had deals going on, right? And you know, we can't necessarily split up deals between multiple people in one, like in one shopping trip, kind of. I'm trying to be generic with my things so that it's not super revealing. But like, yeah, he was like, well, my child is buying these things separately, but I'm paying for it. And then he was like, or not he, but we were like, well, we can't do that because technically yours is still one transaction, right? He was like, no, it's just that he's doing separately, so I want the deal for him too. And then I was like, no, you can't do that because it's technically one transaction. And then my boss was there too. So then he was kind of, he had to help other people, so he couldn't, you know, get into it too. But then the guy was like, I need a GoPro so that I can see how you guys treat my people and how you treat my kind. And I'm like, what the what in the hell are you talking about? And then luckily I had my black friend there. My black friend was there. And he came up and was like, "Yo, what's up?" And then you know, he dabbed me up and all that. He greeted each other, shook our hands. Cuz he saw that I was like having trouble with this black guy. So then that happened, and he was like, "You guys are racist. You guys are all racist." And then I was like, "Uh-huh. Uh-huh." And then he went on to like cussing me out and all that. I'm not going to say word for word what he said, but you can kind of imagine what he was saying. And after that happened, it was like a 5-minute rant. I don't know what dude was on, but he started cussing me out for 5 minutes. I just stood there. I was like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Now, normally it wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me. But the fact... Well, I can say this word. The fact he called me a rice-eating chink. Okay. That pissed me the hell off. That pissed me off really, really bad. Yeah, that really made me angry. I had the decency to hold back, because God knows what I could have said. But yes, don't worry, I'm Asian, so I can say that word. Not that I'm saying, yo, go around and say that word, but no, I'm just using it in the context of this story. You have a story like that as well? You literally almost got hit by a car recently, made a slight comment, and the guy jumped out of the car shouting on who said that. I don't like it when people get angry for no reason. It's like, what are you on about? I didn't do anything, did I? And if I did, it was an accident probably. But yeah. Dude cussed me out. Did a couple racist things to me, and I was like, alright, fuck this. I'm out. See you later, boss. It was like, yeah, go ahead. It's a good thing he didn't talk to manager, because manager was right there seeing everything. And then yeah, the only reason the manager didn't step in because he was helping other people, and it's not their fault that they're like, you know, they're not stepping in. But I get it. You gotta keep doing business and stuff and all that. One night you were helping a lady, she was annoying but tolerable. Then she saw her total, literally started yelling about how she did her math and you guys got the wrong number. That's like the worst. Those are like the worst types of people, where they see the price on things and they start blaming you one, those prices aren't set by private owned stores necessarily. I mean, I guess they are kind of, but then it's more the store specific, what's it called, store brand things that are, you know, set by the stores. But like if you take the prices on other things, like for example, like Hostess or Little Debbie's treats and stuff, you know, those price average around, or all the prices in all the stores, they're about the same prices for things. But like if you look at a store brand's like bread or something, then you know it's going to be different for each store. For example, like Hy-Vee is going to have different prices than like Target and stuff. Customers involved, or she tried to get other customers involved, literally got to the point and had to bring her up entire order again so she wouldn't, or so that she wouldn't stop complaining. And you had to go to another register to do that. Yeah, those are some rough customers to deal with. But like if you're working by the hour and you don't mind taking that extra time to do things, you're like, go ahead, keep me busy for 30 more minutes. I'm fine with that. Cuz I did have to deal with that a couple times too. It'd be like a dead day and I'd just be sitting around and a customer has a problem or something and I'm like, yeah, I'd gladly help you. If it takes me 30 minutes, it takes me 30 minutes. I'm trying to help you as fast as I can, as fast as I possibly can. And I know that it would take my manager about the same amount of time because of some, sort of mechanical problems or something. He literally even made you go to the original register to get one coupon that she used. Did everything again, showed her it was the same total, started yelling, and paid for it, but wouldn't stop trying. I'm guessing there's more to that. But yeah, for me, I'm like, yeah, keep me busy. It's something to do. Okay, I can deal with your shit. Wouldn't stop trying to get others involved. Then same night, tried pulling the same stunt again on the coworker who helped you out. Those customers are rough. You get those. It's inevitable. Like you can't really do anything about it either, because that's kind of how they were raised. They have that mentality of the customers always right, which is not the case. Customers, I forgot what the other saying was, but customers not right. A lot of customers think they're right, but that doesn't mean treat your customers like crap. You can't really treat them like crap either. If you treat them like crap, then you're gonna get in trouble. But like, always try to treat them with respect, no matter how bad they're treating you. Because like I said, it's retail. You kind of have to do that. Also, one story that involves your race, similar to mine, but with your managers. Oh yeah, the thing that pissed me off too, the first thing that pissed me off was he said, I need a GoPro so that I can show other people how you're treating my people. That was... How entitled are you? Oh yeah, like I said, I have been watching some Smash Ultimate, and I did see, what's his name, Kameme, do pretty well with Sora. That was pretty cool. Wanna hear it? Sure. I'll hear a story. I always love a good story, no matter how how infuriating it might be. I'm still looking at the attendees for Big House 10, which is happening the 7th? Yeah, 7th through the 9th. Duck is playing Melee. That's strange. We got a lot of people. A lot of returnees. Again, the big three that I'm looking for is Hungry Box, Leffen, and Mango. I've got Mango's autograph on my controller. I also have MeTooKing's autograph. I still want to get PPMDs, Armadas, and Hungry Box. You know, the 5 gods of Melee. And then I want to get Leffens as well. So I've got 2 of the 6 autographs I want. It's funny, because I don't use that controller anymore, just because of the autographs. I'm like, if I want to use that controller, it's only going to be during like grand finals if I'm in a tournament. And coincidentally enough, I've never been to a grand finals in a tournament. What happened is that you were one of the only Hispanic workers at the time. Your supervisor always showed favoritism towards the other coworkers. I hate favoritism. I know it always happens. There's can't really stop it, but I think even I have some sort of slight favoritism. Just mainly towards characters in video games. But then I guess that's preferences and stuff, so that's different than like favoritism. She literally gave them all promotions, asked if you could get promoted, said she'll think about it. Then one of your coworkers came out on how she lied about you to make you look bad. Is that one supervisor that you told us about a few times? The really bad supervisor? I think you mentioned them a couple times to us. I can't remember the specific details about them. I just know that there was that one supervisor who was pretty shitty. And how people who were only there for 2 weeks got immediately promoted, still got denied. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yes, this supervisor I do remember about. Again, I don't remember specifics, but I'm like, I know there was that one supervisor who was bad. Okay, I think I need to write the best friend experience before stream ends. Script challenge. Okay, so it is using hashtag script challenge. Okay. BFE, best friend experience. What should we write in there? How do I write it? Do I write it in my notes? When you were talking to your friend, the other Hispanic guy came up with a theory of potential racism because the majority of your coworkers are black, and at the time, One's the only Hispanic. Now I do know that there are some people out there who work in the higher positions who favor races, and that's something that needs to go. Like one of my old managers, he hired more Asian people than he definitely hired more Asian people, and I could see it. Cause by the time, actually, wait. Yeah, about a year in, about 5 out of the 6 of us were Asian. Yeah, 5 out of the 6 of us were Asian, and I was like, okay, that's either coincidence and you found some well-qualified people who just all happen to be Asian, or you showed some favoritism towards the race and kind of shady. Okay, how do I write those things? Excuse me. The only Hispanic qualified for the promotion, and had other supervisors mention you on potential promotions, how you're extremely qualified. After all that time, she gave you a promotion, but on Christmas Eve with... I just read it in my notes? I think I just read it in my notes. Let's see. With little to no training. Now here's what happened recently that involves that story. Recently? Okay, recently. So then that means I probably haven't heard of it. Excuse my laughter, but I'm reading over a couple of the BFEs and GFEs, and there's one here that says, "You know what? I will never get over you. I'm like 18 beers deep right now, so I can say this." Did you put a curse on me? Because literally no woman has ever compared. You're just cool as shit. The one that got away for real. Even though you sound like a fucking Kermit the Frog when you talk and don't believe the moon landing was real. Come back, dude. I miss you. There we go. That's a good one. Yeah, these script challenges are fun. Fun little thing. Again, I can't see myself saying those sort of things, so it's... I guess it's just because I haven't said them in real life that I don't have any real practice saying those kind of words. That I'm just like, this sounds weird to me. Maybe I needed practice just saying a bunch of stuff, a bunch of affectionate things, so that I can get used to it. What are people writing it on? I don't know how to write. Again, I could just use my notes on my phone. You know what? Let's do that. You know, instead of the best friend or boyfriend or girlfriend experience, let's do the boss experience, okay? Let's make it hit a bit too close to home for some people and be like, "Hey, this is your boss. We're gonna need you to come in for work." You know, there's always that phone call that you get from your boss and be like, "We're gonna need you to come in for work because someone so and so called off, and we're kind of understaffed at the moment." God, I hated those calls. There were employee surveys that came out recently. Didn't want to do it, but you were bribed with Cheez-Its. She told everything. She told you that everything was anonymous. You mentioned everything that happened to you, including the experience about the promotions and other things like Sonic movie rumor. Yes, I remember that. Along with how the story just treats you like a tool without second thoughts. That's right. They had some sort of gripe with you going to watch the Sonic movie, but technically you were sick, weren't you? And you didn't actually go to watch the Sonic movie. Alright, let's write the boss experience. So when your boss calls you, they don't necessarily greet you as, hey, this is your boss. They usually... How do they greet you? It's been such a long time since I can't really relate anymore. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I've actually gotten a call like that. But I just know that I don't like those calls. So how would they greet you? Let's just put in a friendly greeting. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm writing this on my phone because that's how I see other people writing it too. Yours and only your survey leaked out, and your supervisor read it. She called you into her office and backed you into a corner, tried to make you confess everything and why you would lie about her. Bunch of gaslighting. Actually, not a bunch. The one gaslighting person. Yeah, those are terrible experiences. Thankfully, I didn't have to deal with that in my workplace. Actually, did I? I probably did, but I probably didn't know that it was like gaslighting. Looking back on it, I think I was not gaslighted, but I witnessed some gaslighting going on. Just you know, a higher up talking crap about another employee, and just like being like, oh, this employee does this and all that. And I'm like, well, don't tell me about it. It's not my responsibility. I'm lower than you in position, so then you should have the agency to deal with it. Like that, she literally made herself to be the victim of everything and told you that you were justified while feeling the way you do with how much work you do. You lied mostly but revealed information. Yeah, at that point they're just gaslighting you. She's just gaslighting you. She's trying to gaslight you and everyone else into thinking that you're doing something wrong, and there's something wrong with you instead. Alright, boss experience. Friendly greeting. Hey, how's it going? Sorry to cut your sorry to cut your rest day short. Or your day off, I guess the proper term. Or sorry to interrupt your day off. Or day off. Oops, I spelled interrupt wrong. There we go. You lied mostly but revealed information about yourself that you're not proud of, medical stuff, and some past experiences, and that survey nearly destroyed your relationships with all the coworkers who you actually liked. So they said it was going to be anonymous, but then they straight up lied because they felt that they were wronged by you, apparently, and then they snitched. And not snitch in a good way. They snitch in the way that makes you seem like a bad person. Yeah, that's the worst. That's a toxic supervisor. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you on your day off. What else is there? But can you come in? But can you come in to cover the closing shift? That's the worst, especially if it's a closing shift. Oh god, this writing this is already bringing back some stupid memories. Tension was high for a few days. Everything's fine now. She tried pinning the blame on one of your friends and the two supervisors who you actually like and make you feel like you're the actual. Oh, and make you feel like you're an actual person. I think that's one of the bigger things in the workplace. People who actually like respect you and know that you're, or know where you stand in like the workplace, and they're not gonna, you know, force upon you things that you don't know how to do and all that. It feels really nice to have a higher up, you know, respect you and all that. And basically knows how to actually manage people properly. That's a big thing. A manager needs to know how to manage things. Too many times I've seen managers like break down a whole place just because they can't manage something. And I'm like, well, why'd you become a manager if you don't know how to manage your place properly? Okay, so right now I got, hey, how's it going? Sorry to interrupt your day off, but can you come in to cover the closing shift? That's like one of the worst things that a boss can ask for you, especially if they're trying to ease you into it and put you in like a good mood with saying some friendly stuff. Also, recently she demoted you from a different position, customer service, and you're explaining why you're barely up there. You're literally running the front end, doing all the physical stuff. Yeah, that's dumb. Bottom line, that's just dumb. Cause like, I'm assuming the supervisor technically isn't manager, but if she has problems with you doing those sort of things, then she should take it up with the manager. And hearing from these experiences, I'm assuming that she doesn't know how to do that. She doesn't know how to be a person. She doesn't know how to be a proper supervisor, and that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to supervise things and being like, well, this person shouldn't be doing that and that, and they should be focused on this. So then what is going on? And then they'll talk to the manager about it and be like, well, what is this person doing and why are they doing this and this? But instead of going to the manager, they're going to you specifically. If they're going to you specifically and talking to you about it, that's not what a supervisor does. A supervisor should technically go to the manager first and be like, okay, is there an explanation why this person is doing this and this? And then, you know, they'll get their explanation. They shouldn't come to you directly, because some people might not agree with me on this, but like, I think they don't technically have the power to force upon you like different roles and all that, and like, you know, demote you or promote you. But I guess supervisor has that sort of what's it called? I guess authority behind those words. That one made things personal and literally almost cried, but didn't. Luckily, it brought back terrible memories. Oh, along with keeping an eye on the outside, she literally undermined you and said that you're not the only one who runs it. She is, and that your work literally meant nothing except that you're only a helper. Yeah, hopefully, Penguin, if this problem persists, I'd suggest finding a different place to work at. Because it's much better to work at a place that pays you less but has better people. That's the thing, it has people, proper people, who know how to treat people as people. Yeah, it is better to get paid less and feel like you're in a proper work environment. A lot of times those supervisors are just like, they have the power trip and they think they're hot shit. Managers at your work are useless half the time. One was the cause of Sonic movie rumor, others are literally the ones who put all the cleaning tasks on you. Yeah, I'd say, because how long has it been? It's been about a year and a couple months, right? I can't necessarily remember. I know it's been at least a year. But yeah, if the problem just keeps persisting, then I'd say find another place. It might be hard, but if you can find a place that has proper people, then it's gonna affect your mental health way better, and the payoff in the end is much more than you would get than getting more money. Wouldn't listen to your concerns over the store's cleanliness and how you have a rat infestation. Yeah, a lot of times at that point they just don't care about what some of the employees say. But again, like you said, if there's favoritism going on, they'll probably listen to someone other than you for some shitty reason. I think a lot of times they just don't like hearing those things. Looking into another job, there's a new store opening up by you, so might be able to get better position and potentially better pay. That's good, that's good. Hopefully you get hired. Welcome back, Reaper. I don't know if you've been here the entire time, but we're just talking. I'm writing a boss experience right now instead of the BFE and the GFE. You ordered some new ninja weapons to practice with? Nice, nice. I forget how talented you guys are. Every time I see Reaper's martial arts videos, I'm like, god damn. Man's got some kicks. Nice kicks. Alright, boss experience. Okay. So right now I got, hey, how's it going? Sorry to interrupt your day off, but can you come in to cover the closing shift? Which is, again, like I said, probably one of the worst things you could hear on your day off. You know, if you don't answer the phone and your boss is calling you on your day off, technically, you're not at fault. if you answer and they ask you to come in personally, then I think you are at fault if you did answer, and if you don't come in, which is stupid. And I do know that they can hold it against you too. Penguin, sorry for venting so much. No, don't worry, it's fine. Kind of what I'm here for. I'm here so that people can have a comfortable space to talk about things. Vent out their frustrations. Talk about random things. Alright, Barry and Reaper talking about Taekwondo. Yes, Reaper is a legit martial artist. Which means Reaper can kill one of us. Reaper is trained to kill. Yes, I want to make sure that my streams are a place to relax, chill, talk about things. Because I'm not afraid of talking about issues and all that. I mean, hey, what's up, just kidding. Note to self, never piss off Reaper. Yes, that is a good note. They have a no mask Captain Falcon mod. What does Captain Falcon even look like? I mean, I have seen the anime, or not the anime. I've seen the one clip about Captain Falcon punching the evil dude. I forgot his name. I don't know much about the, what's it called, the why am I forgetting the name of Captain Falcon's game? Yeah, I forgot the name of Captain Falcon's game. He does have a scar. I know that. Yeah, F-Zero. There it goes. My bad. My bad that I forgot about F-Zero. But yeah, I don't know much about F-Zero. I know that Captain Falcon is not a singular person. It is like a title that's like passed down from Captain Falcon to Captain Falcon. I think that's just the anime lore. I don't know about the actual in-game lore. You were playing Shifu and have a Captain Falcon mod? That one's the martial art game where it's like, isn't it like roguelike, where if you die then you have to start all over? I like the style of Shifu. It looks really nice. I've never played it. F-Zero, Black Shadow. Yes, Black Shadow. There we go. Yeah, I've only seen that anime clip of Captain Falcon Falcon punching Black Shadow and creating a like, I know it's like the explosion of like some sort of nuclear reactor that makes the explosion, but I like to think that Captain Falcon's punch created that giant explosion. The massive supernova that happened in like the middle of a galaxy. Captain Falcon should have a game that's not racing but more adventure RPG. Like, makes you wonder how they came up with Captain Falcon. Like, you know, he's a tall man. He's built. You know, like he's buff and fit. And once Smash came around, they're like, well, he can fight too. And then now he can really fight. Because, you know, Smash, I guess, added more into his story. But it's like, what does he actually do? He can travel in car, but get out when he travels. Yes, Penguin is a certified F-Zero collector. Please give Captain Falcon auto turn. Would that make him that much better? I think it'd make him much easier to play. I don't think it'd make him that much better, but it'd just make him way easier to play. And Lemon Falcon may have been the one to do that explosion. The Falcon punch is the same color as the supernova. Also, with the reactor was already exploding. Yes, I like to think that Captain Falcon's punch was the sole thing that made that massive explosion in the middle of the galaxy. I'm still trying to write this boss experience thing. Well, what's a generic name? What's a generic employee name that they sound like they would be a person that called off work? Jennifer, is Jennifer a good name? Jennifer called off work. No, Jennifer's kind of a goody two shoe name. What's a good name that that sounds like someone who would call off work? Rachel called off work? No, that's also kind of goody two shoes, so they wouldn't call off work. Jake would call off work. Jake called in sick. There we go. Jake called in sick, and we've got no one to close the store. Jake called in sick, and we've got no one to close the store. I know my Vtuber model's kind of like freaking out around right now. I can see it. Fun fact, Captain Falcon was originally SNES. He originally had a cigarette, and the creators decided to make him into the mascot of the racing game they were making. You know, when it comes to characters, I don't think I care too much if they like smoke or something. I think if they smoke, it's kind of like I need a reason why they smoke. You know, like are they using it to de-stress? Or are they using it to just if they're using it just for character design, that's kind of dumb. You freaking love Smash Bros. Falcon. He's cool. He is cool. Kazuya and Captain Falcon costume mod? Isn't that just... Isn't that just Captain Falcon with the Kazuya moveset? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just Captain Falcon with those movesets. I mean, granted, you know, it's like the weight class and everything is, you know, the original characters and stuff. At this point, they're gonna make Captain Falcon have everyone's moveset. Okay, this boss experience. I'm trying to remember back to the days where I was called in by my boss and I stupidly picked up the phone. So what would a boss say to try to get you to come into work on a closing shift on probably the Saturday night where it's pretty busy and you have plans that you already made? That's the thing. Bosses sometimes guilt trip you into coming into work. Alright, so, hey, how's it going? Sorry to interrupt your day off, but can you come in to cover the closing shift? Jake called in sick. Jake is totally the name of someone who would call in sick. Jake called in sick and we've got no one to close the store. I do it myself, but I've been here since 8 a.m. and I've hit my 40 hours for the week. That's one thing that I hated. They'd be like, yeah, I already hit my 40 hours and I don't want to go overtime. I'm like, well, you get more money if you go overtime. I mean, I guess that'd be some places, but still. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. I've been here since 8 a.m. Hit my 40 hours for the week. What else? There's a lot of dumb things that bosses might say just to get you to come in. The store's pretty dead right now. That's another thing that I hated. The store's pretty dead right now, but like, well, if it's dead right now, then you should have no problems just chilling. And the thing is, if you say no, they'll be like, why, you got some plans? I hated that. They'd get too into it. Where are you right now? I'm like, I'm relaxing. I'm I'm hanging out at some other place that's not work. Alright, let's read it over. So your boss calls you. And he's like, hey, how's it going? Sorry to interrupt your day off, but can you come in to cover the closing shift? Jake called in sick and we've got no one to close the store. I do it myself, but I've been here since 8 a.m. and I've hit my 40 hours for the week. Store's pretty dead right now. And it looks like people aren't coming in anymore, so should be a pretty easy shift, right? Where are you right now? Sounds pretty busy there. I'd really appreciate it if you came in. It'd be a big favor to me. I'm pretty sure we've all had that call sometime. Alright, let's post that on Twitter. There's a lot you can post on F0. You're looking for an interview with the original developers, but can't find it. But you do have a video on the topic if interested. Interview with the original developers. Do you think the original developers even worked on like the newer games? Because I do think the newer games are they're pretty cool. Or I can't talk. They're pretty good and pretty cool. And Reaper coming in with the axolotls, as they always do. My goodness, I didn't even realize that we reached 3 hours, or that I reached 3 hours. You finished your homework? That's good, that's good. As long as you're always doing your responsibilities and finishing your homework. I'll tell you, I hated homework. My senior year, I didn't give a fuck. That's probably a story for a different time, though. I think some worked on X, but the other games were done by completely different teams. I think making that transition from... Because what was it? I think it was Mode 7 that was used for the original F-Zero. Which is it's a type of... It's what makes it look like the car is like, you know, driving through a space, but it's really just like the ground moving around and all that. I think it's called Mode 7. I don't know if I'm getting the proper animation technique correct, but yeah, transitioning from that to like, you know, full on 3D and like GameCube and stuff, that's got to be rough. I mean, I know some developers will keep like working on future games because, like, you know, they need the source material to get inspiration from and stuff. Reaper is super fun, just made 3D art. ZBrush. Blood Falcon will make great echo, just need to change his fire properties to the water. And up special to him liquefying himself. And it is called Mode 7? Okay, yeah. Because I know a lot of old school games, they'd use Mode 7 for those moving things. Which is cool. People got creative with what technology they had at the time, so... Alright, let's post this to Twitter. Now, what is... Script challenge, right? Oops. I forgot how to work Twitter. Okay. Your computer science homework can be fun. It's long, but seeing the fruits of labor is rewarding. You make simple programs. I always wanted to learn computer stuff, but I never got into it. Not because it looked hard, but just because I was focused on other things. But I am way past the amount of time that I was going to stream, so again, I'm gonna try to find like an hour each day. I'll probably be consistent and be like at like 9:30. Well, my time zone would be like 9:30. But at least an hour a day. At least we could be playing games someday and doing other things and all that sort of fun stuff. And I might do a DDR stream too. That one's gonna be unarchived, or it's gonna be privated right after because there's a lot of copyrighted songs and stuff on the DDR song list that I have. But it's good to kind of be back again. The VTuber aspects of me is still on hold. Right now I'm just doing talking streams and stuff. So, what is my outro? Eat healthy, play hard, rest well. There we go.